family of four have moved into a 100-year-old house, and there seems to be a ghost who cracks the shits at its new housemates. Things move, items fly across the room, and vibrations rattle through the walls. What does this poltergeist want? Find out in this tracking camera roller coaster, Presence. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Isles. That's right, new film Presence, directed by Steven Soderbergh. Yes, that Steven Soderbergh. And also written by David Coep. Yes, that David Coep. A family of four are dealing with a tragedy, and recently moved into a 100-year house that seemed to have struggled to sell on the market, which could only go well. We have Mummy Poo's Rebecca, who is distant from her oddball grieving daughter and clearly favours her jock douchebag son. Then there's young daughter Chloe, who is struggling to deal with the recent passing of her best friend, who was established to have had an accidental self-deletion due to some ingested black market Tic Tacs. Then, of course, there is aforementioned jock douchebag brother/son Tyler, who has the early signs of being the school bully. And last but certainly not least, we have Daddy Bear Chris, who is tearing at the seams trying to hold his family together. It's not long before this family of four move into their new house where things start moving around. Shit starts flying off shelves, and complete wardrobes collapse on themselves. And all of this mainly seems to happen in Chloe's room, leading her to believe that this spirit may be her recently deceased friend Nadia. Of course, Chloe tries to convince her family to no avail. But wouldn't you know it? This entity has an inexplicable tantrum, and the family sees it crack the shits in real-time 4K. So now the family's mind is somewhat opened a little bit more, so what are they to do? Well, wouldn't you know it? They get a medium to enter the house and drop some ominous foreshadowing fuckery that may or may not pay off later. This film is a wholly original, haunted ghost house story. It is a slow burn that pretty much plays out as a family drama. And before we forget, the film does remind us it is a ghost story. We see the film from the ghost's perspective, in full one-tracking shot, windy, windy camera work. The camera is constantly moving, much like the plot. And it may bring some motion sickness to some viewers. I was totally engaged with this family and their individual stories, and their story as a whole, from start to finish. So many hints are dropped subtly throughout the film with what actually is going on, and if you're paying close attention, there is nice little payoffs here and there. The acting all around is fantastic, and the writing is purposefully ominous as it needs to be. And thankfully there is no gratuitous jump scares or rotting corpses in mirrors screaming at the audience or the characters. You know, the tropes we've come to expect with haunted house movies. This is just good old-fashioned slow burn intrigue storytelling. And as hoped for, there is a twisty twist right before the end. And before the credits roll, you're going to get another one. I'm not going to spoil the film here because I really think you should go and see it. But I will say the film plays with the haunted house trope, and what we perceive to be the structure of one, as we've come accustomed to certain rules of ghosts of where and when they come from. And this film flips it in a great way. And when it's all revealed, it would be interesting to go back and watch this film again through that fresh perspective. How I think with the spoiler knowledge of this film, it'd be a totally different experience. There's a lot to unpack in this film as the credits roll, and it will provoke a lot of discussion amongst audiences as they leave the theatre. I would love to have a spoiler discussion with you right now, but I think I might wait for a later date on that one. I really enjoyed this film wholeheartedly. I really recommend it. It's not going to be for everyone. You know, I think teenagers want that mad jump scare, ghost haunted house fuckery. But I think if you're into a little bit of indie, slow burn, unsettling eeriness, this is definitely for you. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I do recommend it. Go see it. Anyway, guys, this is my cheeky little review of Presence. Right down below if you've seen it. What are your thoughts on it? But more importantly, what is your favourite haunted house movie? And of course, if you made it this far into the episode, please give me a thumbs up because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon because I give it an episode weekly. And I'll see you back here next week for the next review, but until then, stay spooky, kids.